Good morning, friends. I am Neeraj Kumar Dinkar. Today, we are going to discuss about the safety management. You know that management is very important part of improvement a good health safety cultures in your organization because they have a must be implemented on constructions project and any industry project act of EHS management. So first you should understood that at what is the EHS management system. So you know that PDCA cycle already you have aware about the PDCA cycle plan do check act, but we have to directing how to planning means part of planning means that is part of plan and organizing that is part of that is part of also PDCA cycle. So planning, organizing and staffing and directing and controlling as well as uh, improving controlling and improving. So there are total 5 parts, one is additional added. So today we will discuss about the directing, how to focus, how to put the focus the push the managements to improvements good health safety cultures at your workplace. So today we will talk about directing key in safety plans, how to directing. This is very important topic. If you have not proper directing to the staffs and directing to the safe manners and towards good manners, then we cannot achievements, we cannot not do the safe manners of EHS management system at your workplace. So need to be directed. What is the directions you should must be follow in your actions plans? So that are for 5 directions level you will we will discuss about the a lack of maybe your lack of directions and toward very negativity your EHS management system. So what happen exactly if you are going to work in your construction site? People are unable to execute plan work, uh, unable to execute plan work. Suppose that if you have planning is a part of also work. If but at the constructions project, uh, unable to execute whatever you have planned, but they are not proper improvements and unable to achievements and unable to direct to the others peoples for uh, uh, others peoples to not execute as per your plan. So that is means you have prepared the good safety plans, but you are not communicate to the communicate to the ground levels and not proper implementations on project. That is also, oh, you know that if you are working as safety professionals, so there are a lot of problems related the safety improvement on your workplace, because of there are lot of effort of work and target and schedule cost everything in everything dependency on safety dependency entire the project teams and entire financials work pressure. So there are very important to who execute your plan 100%. So that is a lack of directions, lack of directions whenever you are going to improvement a good health safety culture. Secondly, unable to identify the resource, unable to identify the resource. Suppose that resource is very important part. If you have working a construction project and any industry, there are lot of problems if you are going to hiring an another staff. So they cannot means this is very difficulty to identify the resource, identify the people. also in your construction project. If you have 50 powers resource, there are 2 3 or 5 peoples are very difficult to behavior based issue. You can say that there are lot of personal factors, so unable to identify, people cannot identify the what is resource are there. Suppose that resource and another resource, you want to materials, you want to some resources, you want to time, so that all are considered in resources, proper resources, what you needs to be identify the resource. But nowadays peoples are not able to identify the resource on construction project in any industry, so that we are fail to directing which are required. Next, we have discussed chance of repetitions mistakes. There are lot of chance of repetitions of observation, repetitions of mistake by the employee and workers and others peoples. So that is also part of lack of directions. Next is deviations may be arising finish the job. Suppose that if you are plan good, but last of end of movements there are lot of deviations in work permit systems, deviations of work. You know that if you are working in a construction project, initial stage there are lot of effort about safety, progress and everything, but after completed the building there are effort is very less, so that accident ratio will be high. Last of end of movements, each and every organizations face that major accident, because of every peoples are very less during the work. So this is very important for you to improvements